Sports bettors, what's going on? This is GhostPicksATS.com and I'm Crypto Chris. Welcome to the show. Before we get started, as always, visit Manscaped.com. Use coupon code GHOST, all capitals, for 20% off all of their amazing products. Also, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything in this video is for education and entertainment purposes only. So the crypto markets, what's going on? Oh, we got a major pullback here. Everything's in the red. It's pretty bloody. Everything's down between 10 and 20%. Should we panic? Should we bail? Is this the crash? Is this the end of cryptocurrency? Absolutely not. This is pretty common behavior. And quite honestly, this correction was long overdue. And somebody named Elon Musk and his Twitter decided to throw a little gas on the fire and make it a little bit worse. But I think we're seeing the bottom. We're seeing the base price on a lot of coins. And if you've had any experience in the markets before, you know that this is not a big deal. This is pretty standard behavior. So with that, if you don't own any cryptocurrency, this is a fantastic time to jump in. There's a lot of coins at a heavy discount right now, and you can get a little bit more bang for your buck. So let's get into our cryptocurrency education for today. And we're going to start with coin supply and what those metrics mean. So there's three different metrics of coin supply. There's going to be circulating supply, total supply, and maximum supply. So circulating supply simply means the number of coins that are circulating at that present moment. And then the maximum supply means the total number of coins that will be produced. So some coins, like Bitcoin, you're going to see 21 million coins, which means once it gets to 21 million, that's it. No more. There will be no more coins produced. It's that finite number or that scarcity that we talk about. We look at something like Dogecoin, it's going to say no data because Dogecoin produces 5 billion coins annually. Every year it comes out with 5 billion more, and that's why we see a 50-cent price of Dogecoin versus a $43,000 price of Bitcoin. And so there's other coins like Monero that actually fall somewhere in the middle. XMR, it's another privacy coin. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A great privacy coin, a great investment, also being priced at a very significant discount at the moment. If you haven't got any, you should look into it. The next video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what that buying process looks like. But it also says no data under Monero, and all that means is that there's a decaying logarithmic scale. So over time in the future, there'll be very few coins produced every year, and those coins are set aside specifically to pay the miners. That way that transaction cost, like we talked about in video 1, stays relatively low all the way 20, 30, 40 years into the future, and that's a very important detail. So market capitalization, what is market capitalization or market cap? It's a great way that we can compare one coin to the other. I'm going to quickly go over how you calculate market capitalization. It's very easy. All we do is take the coin price and we multiply it by the current present circulating supply. So let's use Bitcoin as an example. Its current price is $43,000 per coin, and it roughly has 18,700,000 coins in circulation. So I multiply one by the other, and I simply get a total market cap of $806 billion. It's always usually in US dollars, but you can calculate it in other ways as well. So let's do one more example, our theme for the day, which is XMR or Monero. Right now, its current price is $340 per coin, and it has 17,900,000 circulating supply coins at the moment. So we multiply those two together, and we get a market cap of 6.1 billion. And so we can place the market cap against each other, 6.1 billion versus 802 billion. Bitcoin is significantly bigger than Monero for the time being. So let's get into buying process a little bit. It's difficult, it's complex. It's what I've helped my friends and family with the most because it's very hard to get through the different processes. But that barrier or that hurdle can be the value for you. If you can get through those processes now, as the coin gets bigger, it gets easier to buy, and thus it puts you in early at a lower cost, and you'll see a lot more of those gains if you can get over those hurdles. That's what we're going to help you with right here at GhostPicksATS.com, getting through those processes because they are difficult. So let's get into an exchange versus a wallet. So some exchanges have wallets on them. Some wallets have exchanges paired in with them. And so let's use Binance as an example. Binance keeps wallets right on its website. You can store your cryptocurrency on Binance's website, but we do not recommend that. Binance is also the biggest exchange in the country. So they convert any fiat currency into cryptocurrency, as well as converting cryptocurrency to other cryptocurrencies, which is going to be a very useful thing. Kraken does the same thing. Another one that I like to use is Tradeogre, TradeOgre.com, and that's how we're going to obtain our pirate chain. That's how we're going to get a couple of other altcoins that are a little bit difficult to get your hands on. However, when we're using wallets, we want to use a privacy wallet that has a seed phrase on it. So what's a seed phrase? A seed phrase is just simply 15 randomly generated words that act as basically your password. So should the exchange go down, should the application go down, should the internet go down, you can use that seed phrase to recover your assets. If your cryptocurrency is sitting on an exchange like Binance or Kraken, you're at their mercy to bring it back. Same with Coinbase. If Coinbase goes down or they're hacked and your cryptocurrency is taken, you're at the mercy of that application or that corporation in order to get it back. Whereas the privacy wallets, like Cake Wallet is to Monero, or like Treasure Chest is to Pirate Chain, I'm always able to go back and recover my asset, and I'm in control and I own that seed phrase. Here's a good rule of thumb. If you don't own your seed phrase, then you don't own the crypto. So Coinbase and Binance, they don't give you a seed phrase, and therefore, in my opinion, you don't own that cryptocurrency. So let's go into wallets real quick. There's 5 different kinds of wallets. So there's a hot wallet, simply means it needs to be connected to the internet to work. A cold wallet simply means it doesn't need to be synchronized with the internet to work. It sort of works like a paper wallet. It's even referred to sometimes as a paper wallet. And then there's a mobile wallet. It just means it works on an iPhone or an Android. And then there's a desktop wallet, which means that the wallet is written for either PCs or MacBooks. And so those wallets only are written up for those individual desktops. And so there's different versions of those for different cryptocurrencies. But if a cryptocurrency doesn't possess a mobile wallet, it's much harder to get your hands on it. Therefore, it restricts the price a little bit. So we want to make sure when we're looking in there that these mobile wallet, or at least have one in the works, because that's really important for people being able to quickly get their hands on it. And so I want to end with a little bit of vocab here, and I just want to go over a couple of different terms. That way you're familiar with them when you're either listening to me or somebody else. These are some basic terms, and so I'm just going to start with a bear and a bull. And so you'll hear these terms a lot: bear market, bull market. And so bull market simply means the price is going up. We're getting rich, baby. The bear market means that all the prices are dropping down. They're hitting the red and things are bloody. And so right now we're in a little bit of a bear run because things are headed down. So those are 2 important terms that you know going forward. The next is going to be FUD, and it's just an acronym for FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Right now we're seeing a ton of FUD being injected into the market, a bunch of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. What that does is cause people to panic sell. And so we've got people that get that fear or that uncertainty and they want to sell before they lose all their money. And so that's what FUD means. You'll hear that a lot going forward. The opposite of that is FOMO, and it's just an acronym for fear of missing out. And so when we see a coin rocketing in price, we see a lot of people buying in because they don't want to miss out on getting rich on the next Bitcoin. And so we see a lot of FOMO buying as that price is going up. Those are 2 things we kind of want to stick away from. We don't want to be FUD selling. We don't want to be FOMO buying. And so the next is going to be DCA, and this is going to be the way that I recommend that you buy into the cryptocurrency market. And so DCA simply stands for dollar cost average. Let me give you a quick example. If I commit that I'm going to spend $1,000 into a cryptocurrency that Crypto Chris recommends, instead of just buying $1,000 all at once, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up my payments into 3 or 4 payments over a certain time period, and that way I can buy at a different dollar cost average, spreading out that purchase over time. What that does is it actually increases our holding over the long term and into the future, rather than just buying in at whatever that price may be at that given time. And then the last one is going to be liquidity. And so liquidity just means an exchange's ability to convert either fiat into crypto or crypto into fiat. So right now Binance is experiencing a liquidity issue with Monero, XMR, because they do not have the coins in order to convert into fiat. So when people are trying to sell them, they're unable to. What that does is it actually knocks the price down further than what the price is actually at in reality. And so it makes that price look lower on top of some other things that are working within the market at the time. Also, I want to talk about price real quick. Whenever we log on to Binance or Coinbase or whatever app we're using, and we look at a certain cryptocurrency and we look at the price, what we're seeing is an average price of different exchanges grouped into one. So if I see that Monero is sitting at $340, that's an average of Coinbase, that's an average of TradeOgre, it's an average of Binance, all lumped into one to give me an idea of what that coin is selling at. If you decide that you're going to liquidate and get out of the market, we really don't want to sell at that average cost. We want to sell at the highest possible price, and we're going to get into that a little bit going forward. And then the last thing I want to talk about is buying against your instinct. So we have a human instinct. When the price is going up, we want to hold on tight. And when the price is going down, we want to bail out before we lose all of our money. We really want to act in opposite of that going forward. I'm going to help navigate you through that, and I'm going to help coach you on how we want to buy and how we want to sell. And HODL is also one of the terms I wanted to go over. It just means buying and holding on to it for a long period of time. Definitely highly recommended for a lot of the stuff that I'm going to recommend. I'm sort of a long-term enthusiast. There's other people that can help you with the day trading, and we'll touch on that a little bit too, because we want to add to that bankroll. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you got something out of this video. Make sure to look into Monero XMR. That's going to be one of my #1 choices. The next video, I'm going to walk you through the buying process. And until then, good luck, God bless, and grind on. This is GhostPixATS.com.